As you see, they're all just side by side here, that's mirror images of each other. But obviously you can customize it when you've bought it, as long as you don't change the outside too much. Like, I wouldn't mind if people wanted to, like, realistically change that white wool to something else, or something, you know, sensible. If they want to have it, like, a different colour or something, it's completely up to them. And right, coming around the corner here, I'll show you this building first. It's the barracks. To be perfectly honest, we have no idea why we've even put this in the server. We don't know what it's going to do. It's probably just going to be another AI shop that sells weapons only and stuff like that, but this one will probably sell the diamond weapons, you know, as opposed to the forge doing like the iron ones and the gold ones and stuff. But it's looking pretty cool, and you'll probably get the diamond armor here as well. In fact, yeah, stuff it, why not? We'll just put all the diamond stuff in here. And you've got a little guy you can beat up and punch him in the face. Quite good. And right, moving on here, this is my favourite building out of everything on the server right now. And this is the workshop, which is going to be a credit-based donation system. So basically there is 4 little things in here, as you can see, the 4 different colours. And it's connected to a minecart track, and these minecart tracks will go underneath to someone's home. So probably the people that have been able to afford the large homes are going to be able to get one of these tracks going straight to their house. And basically one of these tracks, if someone, say, wants to store something outside of their home, because their large houses are large, but maybe they haven't got enough room to put boxes with all their dirt in or something like that. Well, say they've got their dirt in the storage building, which is across the road, which I'll show you in a minute. Say they want it back, they could come over here, get the dirt, put it in a minecart with a chest in it, press this button, and it powers the track, and that will shoot off down here, underground, into your house. It's nice and readily available, and what I'll probably do is I'll do it per month, a certain amount of credits to have that system attached to your house. So it's going to be pretty handy. And upstairs, there's not exactly anything upstairs at the moment, it's probably just going to be a little bit of the premium storage room here. I'm probably going to expand this a little bit. Just so up here you could have like chests which you could be part of the premium service, so you could like rent out and have chests on here that are privatised. So you can just walk into this building and just change stuff. Just send stuff back to your house. Just make sure you don't send it to someone else's accidentally. So I don't want to be dealing with that fuss. Right, and if we pop outside again, looks like it's hit night time outside, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bed out if I can. Let's have a look, where are you? Alright, we're back. Grab my bed back, and let's have a look. Right, I've shown you that barracks, let's have a look over here. Right, storage room. This is going to be the storage room that I mentioned earlier from over here, so normal people would be able to rent out a box in this room. Basically it'll be a single box, which is privatised to you, so you can basically store your stuff away from your house, like especially the people in the hovels. I'll make it a couple of credits a month, or whatever I decide to do, depending on how the credit system is going to work. But you have a singular box which will go up all the walls most likely, and you'll be able to walk in here. I'll probably block this side off, so you've got like 2 different rooms. You'll be able to walk in, get your box, then go back in, and if you've got the premium service, shoot it back to your house. And if not, just walk back to your house, you know, it's up to you. We've got another little house over here, or rather the normal size house rather. And over here we've got the bakery, which is the same design as that. I've just changed the staircase because it needed to be changed really. You don't walk up a ladder to get into a bakery. And we're going to put a countertop here, over this side. So there'll be an automated thing selling bread. And at the back here, you go down the stairs, and out the back of this little place, I'm going to put a fence off and make it a wheat field. And I'm thinking about making it an actual job for someone to do. Like if someone wants to come on the server and do the baker's job, then what they could do is they could make all the bread, going over here, getting all the wheat from over there, making it into bread, then putting it in the box. And for every 8 bits of bread or something that you make, I'd give you a certain amount of credits. So, you know, just an extra way of getting money, and it just gives you something to do more than anything, really. Right, let's carry on going. Oh, this little place over here, I find this interesting. This is just a well. It's just a tiny little thing. You can see it's only quite small. But these little guys always spawn in it for some reason. I don't know if it's going to be like that on the server, or it's just where I've placed it in the single player. But, you know, it could be quite useful because you can just run in there, beat the hell out of them, and get yourself some ink sacks, which could be quite useful, really, because they're not exactly easy to come by all the time. They don't exactly spawn as much as people would want, really. But right, let's carry on. This is something I've made myself. This is something that Nov didn't do, which is about the only thing Nov didn't do. But this is my little room here, because we've got a Stargate system on our server, so if you were to go from the spawn point on the server to a different city or to your home, if you're allowed to have a Stargate at your home. This is actually in the wrong place. It should be over here, one place to the right, but I'll fix that later. And this, basically, you press the button here, you press that, and it would dial up. You type in the address you want to go to and the password if it's got one. and you'll be able to go on it and just walk through it, and you would end up like a warp system. Basically, we used to type /warp, and then wherever you wanted to go, it would just take you to that other Stargate, and they're all connected to each other, which is quite cool. And again, you've got the little gate system here, so it would close off there, and all fun stuff. And right, here's another building over here. This is the town hall, or sort of courthouse type thing. So when people have been put in the jail, which is in our spawn at the moment, it's just underneath our spawn place. If they piss us off or do anything wrong, then we'll take them to the courthouse and trial them. And if you do anything wrong, we'll hang you. We're not afraid to kill people on the server. And right, let's have a look inside the courthouse. I've got a small plan of what I want to do with the courthouse. There's this little room here with a massive light. I'm going to wall this place off, and I'm going to make this the actual courtroom. I'm going to, like, in this corner, put some bedrock with some unbreakable glass. So, like, the person who's in jail could be standing here with, like, the judge and a jury and stuff, and then we can talk about what you've done wrong and stuff, just for a laugh more than anything, you know. And then upstairs, I have no idea what to do with this amount of space, but there is a tower up here, which I'll show you in a second when I'll be able to run over to it. Here we are. Right, let's have a look. We get up here, and it's quite cool. You've got quite a nice little view of the actual city at the moment, and it's getting pretty good. I quite like it. But we're going to add to the city all the time. Basically, when the credits build up on the donation bit, then we'll add to the city and add buildings that people want as well, not just add random crap. But yeah, let's have a look downstairs. And yeah, that is the courthouse stroke town hall. We're not quite sure which it's going to be more than the other yet, but right. Here is Shop Row, which is quite cool. Oh yeah, on the courthouse you've got a nice little jail there, which I might use for a second jail for people that have done stuff wrong. I'll just sort of use the permissions thing to stop people from being able to break those blocks. But yeah, these are the shops that people can own, so you'd have your name above the shop and what you sell or whatever you want to do really. You can walk inside, you can have, again, the boxes here selling stuff automatically, and you've got a place here where you can stand and have boxes automatically as well. And the cool thing about this is going to be priced in the range between the normal sized house and the large house, because up here you've got a flat stroke storage room, depending on how you want to do it. I mean, you could wall off that and have an annex upstairs as well. But yeah, you can do whatever you want with the inside of this, so that could be whatever you want it to be really. So instead of having a hovel and then having to save up again and get a shop, you could just make this shop your house and your home, which is pretty cool. And we've got, I believe, 6 of these buildings at the moment. And they're pretty sweet, really. They've got nice multi-use. And out the back, sorry, I forgot to show you that while I was in there. Let's go in this one. You go in the back of this. There's a nice back door. And there's a lot of space out here at the moment, because obviously there's nothing there that I've built. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fence off a bit of the back space here. I'm going to go back probably about this far, something like that. And then that'll be fenced off, and you can do what you want. So if you want to have like a baker's to competition against the normal baker, the AI baker, you could like wall it off there, or use the fencing that I will be putting there, and just make yourself a wheat farm, and so you can make your own bread and chuck it in here. So you know, you make yourself money like that. It's pretty good. Yeah, you got another set of the hovels here, which you saw before. And you've got yourself a normal size house, and here is the chapel. As I mentioned earlier when we were in the first inn, oh, that's the second one there, by the way. That we don't know what the religion is going to be called, but we'll make something up. And if you've got any ideas, just post it in the link in the description below, or on the comment section below. Sorry. And if it's a good one, we'll use it really. But we're going to have this dedicated to Notch, a nice little mausoleum type thing. I might put an underground mausoleum in this space here, so like a catacomb that you can go into. All right, let's go have a look underneath. I am thinking about building an organ. I'm going to put that like over here or over there or something. And I'm going to do an underground redstone bit so it does like a song with the jukeboxes. Or not the jukeboxes, the note blocks and stuff. We're going to have like a congregation of people, and I might do a video on that later on just for a laugh. Get a few people on the server and just have a bit of a laugh of it. Do a couple of videos. It's all fun and games. Right, and here's the second inn. Don't know what we're going to call it, but I've got a few in the works at the moment, ideas floating around in my head, and hopefully you guys are going to give me some ideas as well, so that'll be cool. And it looks like we're coming up to the end of this really, and it looks like we're back to the start of the level again. So I've gone round in a circle, and here we are back at the start and moving up to the gatehouse again. So yeah, it's been great fun building this, and hopefully in the next 3 or 4 days I'm just going to get the neat touches done and be able to put this online. I'm going to hopefully get a stable, or if you're watching Nov, if you could do a stable or a proper bakery for us, that would be brilliant just to add into this. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get a few new videos out to you soon. I'm working on a couple of Black Ops videos at the moment, but they're slowing down at the moment because I've got a bit of other things to